welcome to episode 22 of the Triple Thread Pod. How you doing, bud?
I'm ready for violence, bro. As you can
I
see,
see
I've already
you've
started
chosen
early.
violence with that wallpaper.
Got my boy at the back. Bro. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight you. We're gonna get through this movie topic, and we're going to fight for This episode should just be called the Matthews GSP episode. Honestly, Mike and I are going to fight for. Just get popcorn, get comfortable. You're about to hear an epic argument. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's see if you can put up a fight as good as he did in the last two fights against GSP. I'm just saying. Okay, so guys, just to give you a little heads up of what we're doing today. So our movie segment today is going to be I haven't watched enough of this man's movies, but Dino has. So Dino's going to give us his top 3 Paul Thomas Anderson films. And then both of us are going to do our top 3 Leonardo DiCaprio films. Reason for this is because we're obviously going to speak very briefly about One Battle After Another, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's new film. A lot of hype around this movie, obviously. Just keep in mind that it has come out already. We're recording this on Friday night, and this episode will be dropping. When you guys listen to this will be on Tuesday. So, yeah. And then on the MMA segment, we're going to chat about we're going to continue our series of our top welterweights of all time. Well, our favorite fighters in different weight classes all time. And then little UFC 320 preview just on the main card, and then small football chat. So yeah, guys, it's a lekker one that we got planned for you as always. Sit back, eat some popcorn, enjoy, and let's go for this. KD, give us those top 3, bud. So I've only seen one of these films. I want you to give your 3, and then I'll obviously speak about the film that I watched.
Yeah. I have a feeling the one you've watched is my number 1. So I've seen Paul Thomas Anderson's films. I've seen all of them. A lot of people hail him as like our modern day Orson Welles. People make a lot of those comparisons. He's very unique in his style. He's a writer-director, so those do tend to be your better filmmakers, your guys like Nolan, Tarantino. But not necessarily, because then you have guys like David Fincher, but who are just really good directors and can turn any script basically into gold. But so Paul Thomas Anderson, very acclaimed, has yet to win an Academy Award. Not that the Oscars mean anything, but he's basically like one of the best filmmakers not to win an Oscar yet, but I'm sure he definitely will one day. That being said, I'm in the minority when it comes to him. I think he's made some great films, and I also think he's made some really bad ones, if I'm honest. And then he's made some that were just okay. They were just fine.
Okay.
So I'm not a huge fan of his. That is probably a hot take in your cinephile world, but also I'm not a sheep, and I still firmly believe that many people are, unfortunately. So if you say like you don't rate Paul Thomas Anderson, somehow that means you're not a cinephile because you don't understand cinema. And it's like, well, no, just with all due respect, I don't like all his movies.
At the end of the day, we all have different opinions when it comes to film.
Yeah. Exactly. So it is subjective. If you are a huge fan of his, that's amazing. He's just made films for me that were, to be quite honest, either a complete waste of my time or were just fine. However, I will say that my top 3 are all phenomenal, and you need to watch all 3 of them. I would recommend all 3 of them highly. So, my number 3 was his second collaboration with arguably the best actor of all time, Daniel Day-Lewis. It's called Phantom Thread. It's basically, not to give too much away, as you know, we don't like to give too much stuff away here. It's basically about a dressmaker who, a lady comes into his life, and let's just say she has like a big impact on it. I don't want to give too much away. It's not a rom-com, and yeah, it's something that you need to kind of go in blind. Don't watch a trailer, don't read up about it, just press play. But it's a beautifully made film. It's the writing is obviously amazing, but the filmmaking is, yeah, it's Paul Thomas Anderson being like very artistic. There's some beautiful shots in that movie. The attention to detail and stuff. If it's your cup of tea, you'll really enjoy it. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is a film called The Master. This film literally has, maybe it's arguably like the best duo, how can I say, like the best lead and supporting roles in a film. I would definitely put these 2 performances up there by Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Basically, long story short,
Legend.
Oh, the performances are crazy. I'm not sure who they were nominated against those years, but it's 2 performances that should have swept at the award seasons. They were both phenomenal. But basically, Philip Seymour Hoffman is basically the leader of a cult, and then Joaquin Phoenix kind of meets him, and then he's sort of being led into this cult, but not quite sure if he's going to join it or not. And it's more than that, but again, I don't want to give too much away. But the performances are, it's one of, I mean, it's probably my favorite Philip Seymour Hoffman performance, and it's Joaquin Phoenix's first or second best. He was phenomenal in this movie. So unlucky not to win an Oscar for it. He was brilliant. So that's The Master.
Okay.
And number 1, I'm assuming, is the film you've seen as well, is There Will Be Blood. I mean, it is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Talking about a lead.
Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis blew me away in that movie. I watched it.
Yeah, him and...
I watched it recently. I watched it, I think it was last year I watched it for the first time. I'd never watched it. Yes, and it was incredible. Wow, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal movie. It's a filmmaker at the peak of his powers. It's an actor at the peak of his powers. That's Daniel Day-Lewis. And then Paul Dano, what a performance. He goes toe-to-toe with one of the best actors of all time, and he stood his ground. Paul Dano was also really unlucky not to win the Oscar. Daniel Day-Lewis did. He won his 2nd Oscar for Best Actor. Then he later went on to win his 3rd for Lincoln, which is also a film.
How many has he won now? It's 3, AD. Am I right?
He's won 3. Yeah, he's the only actor to win 3 Best Actor Oscars. So
that's crazy. Yes.
Yeah, There Will Be Blood it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
I agree with you there, buddy.
It's so well made. The craftsmanship. It's, again, we spoke about cinematography last week. I mean, that film is so beautifully shot. And what I love about Paul Thomas Anderson is that he shoots on film. He doesn't shoot on digital. So
yeah, that's the way it should be done.
All his films just have, yeah, it's just got that texture. And yeah, if you haven't seen There Will Be Blood, just press play.
Highly recommend.
You won't regret it. Yeah, it's incredible, phenomenal, film. Brilliant movie. Yeah. So that's the top 3: Phantom Thread, The Master, and There Will Be Blood.
Nice, dude. Okay. Yeah. So moving on, we're gonna give our top 3 Leonardo DiCaprio films. Wow, this is hard. This man's filmography is insane, absolutely insane. Yeah. Do you wanna go for it?
Go first, bro. I don't have any honorable mentions because then I would have had like 5. So I literally only chose. Oh no, Allah. I'm sorry, Allah. I have 1. And it's only because he was really young when he did it. So people kind of overlook it because they think, oh, maybe he's a child star. You guys have to watch a film called What's Eating Gilbert Grape. It's with him and Johnny Depp. I'm not sure how old he was, but he was like really, really young, talking like a kid. It's people might think I'm joking. It could be his best ever performance. He's phenomenal in that
He's
movie.
very good in that.
He's unbelievable. So that was my honorable mention purely because people tend to overlook it because they look at adult Leo, not kid Leo.
Yeah.
I mean, Kid Leo was brilliant. I mean, even This Boy's Laugh that he did with Robert De Niro, that's also an amazing film.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's a hard watch though. I will say that. It's trigger warning. It's a hard watch. But he was brilliant.
That's your honorable mention?
Yeah, I'd say What's Eating Gilbert Grape is definitely my honorable mention.
Okay.
This Boy's Laugh, it's a great performance. It's a good movie, a great performance. But What's Eating Gilbert Grape he's phenomenal in that movie. Absolutely phenomenal.
Sure.
So talented, like from such a young age, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, look, so I don't have any honorable mentions. Like I said, there's so many films I would love to put into a list, but I just that's why I said we're gonna stick with three. Otherwise, this episode will be turned into the Leonardo DiCaprio podcast episode. So not that he doesn't deserve that, he does. He's a phenomenal actor. So my number three is the movie that I felt he should have won for the Oscar. He was robbed of this. He was actually robbed, especially in my opinion, my number three and number two. So number three for me is the Wolf of Wall Street. He was so good in this. My word, he was so good. He should have won that year. He really should have. But yeah, it didn't work out for him. But at least he won it at a later stage.
Yeah. I mean, he was bound to win it eventually. I think The Revenant was definitely the Oscars playing the game, though, where they go, he's long overdue his Oscar, let's give it to him. He's brilliant in The Revenant, but it's not his best.
No, it's not his best.
He should have won an Oscar for something else.
Yeah.
So my number three is a film called Shutter Island.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, long-time collaborator with Martin Scorsese. They've made several films together. Shutter Island, he basically plays a detective where they go to this island that has a mental institute and he has to solve a murder. And that is all I am telling. I'm not saying more than that.
We're going to tell you. That's all we're going to tell you.
I love that movie so much. I adore that movie. And his performance is...
Great film, man.
Mad. Yeah. Such a great performance. Beautiful movie as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My number two it's my favorite Tarantino film of all time, and that is Django Unchained. My word, he was so good in that movie. He was so good. He wasn't in it for long, but when that man is on screen, yes, he was so good. But once again, that's another performance that they robbed him of an Oscar, in my opinion. So
Yeah, him or Sam Jackson, but definitely. Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't put Django just because we spoke about it 2 episodes ago.
Correct.
So I kind of cheated in that sense. And then, like you said, he's barely in it. So I was trying to be more like, okay, like lead actor movies. But I mean, Django is valid. I'm not saying it's not valid. But also because we spoke about it, so I was like, okay, I can give flowers to movies that we might not speak about often on the pod.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Blood Diamond.
Sure.
Absolutely love this film.
Yeah, yes.
Love Blood Diamond. People are going to narrow it down to, his South African accent was so good. Yes, his accent was incredible. But come on, that's what irritated me about the movies, that people kept going on about how good his accent was. And I was like, okay, but did you watch the film though? Because this film came out in 2008 or 2007.
2007.
And 2007. Yeah, and we are still dealing with these issues today.
It's true.
It's a brilliant film. It's basically like how, Africa is exploited for its diamonds and what people do to get them and how innocent people are suffering for it. It's a must watch. It's a must watch. I absolutely love that movie. It's brilliant.
No, it is good. It is good.
Yeah. Yeah. So Blood Diamond's my number
Nice,
2.
Steve. Nice. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
My number 1. One of my favorite movies of all time, and that's Inception. He was so good in
Yeah.
Inception. My word, he was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, we've spoken about Inception a lot, and I almost thought, shit, do I not pick Inception just so I can pick something else, but I can't. Inception is his best
It's his
movie.
best movie by far, dude. By far.
Yeah, I can talk about Inception every single episode on the pod.
What a movie. My word, what a movie.
I wonder how many times it's come up. Like maybe
Say
one
again?
day we should just... I wonder how many episodes Inception has come up during the episode.
I'm sure.
I would say probably like 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
I mean,
a few.
dude, it's one of our favorite movies, so it makes sense. Yeah, no, that's definitely my number
Nice,
one.
dude. Okay, so we both got the same number 1. But now this next segment is definitely something we're not going to have the same number.
You know what? We agreed on Inception. I'll take that. I will take that. Yeah. Also, before we start fighting about welterweights, I just want to make this very quick. I finally watched Weapons, everyone.
Here we go.
And I'm just going to say that Mike and I are on very different ends of the spectrum on that film.
It's one of the best movies of the year. I'm just going to say it.
All I'm saying.
I'm just going to say it.
That's fine. But like I said, I'm in the minority. People love that movie. So, again, if you agree with me or Mark, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm quite curious.
Did you dig it? Was it bad? I'm probably going to get outvoted, but that's okay. If there's somebody else out there that didn't enjoy it, please let me know. That'd be great. And if you did enjoy it, please tell me what you enjoyed about it. Like, genuinely, please tell me why you like that movie. Not in a sarcastic way, like we do every episode. Paul Thomas Anderson, if you're not happy with my top 3 and you feel like there should be another one, please tell us why. Same with DiCaprio. If you thought of another one, please tell us why. Because, I mean, there's still The Aviator. There's still The Departed. Many other movies to name.
Oh, there's so many.
So, yeah, his filmography is
brilliant. Okay, next segment. We're going to be speaking about our favorite welterweights of all time. D, do you want to go first?
No.
No. Okay.
Because I'm going to end with the best one, so you go. You start. I'm joking. That's not right. No, genuinely go first because
All right. Okay. My number 5. This man was known as the natural born killer for his finishing ability. Okay. Some of his most iconic moments in the octagon was against Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler, and Rory McDonald. Former interim UFC welterweight champ, and that is Carlos Condit.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be in top 5.
Flip. I can't. Listen, he almost sent GSP into another dimension. Well, he kind of did, but GSP recovered with his estate. So yeah, that was So he's my number 5, dude.
No, so Pro's a brilliant fighter. As you guys know, if you've been listening to us, if you haven't, and this is your first time, welcome. But if you have been, you know that we don't really discuss things before the pod. But we did have like a brief discussion, and I did say there's going to be so many big names left out of my top 5. I'm actually doing 5 welterweights was so much harder than I
No,
thought.
it was tough. It was.
Okay, my number 5 is a guy that has the most fights at welterweight. And just speaking to his longevity, how he's always like a yes man for the UFC, super reliable. I had to give flowers to Neil Magny for that.
Okay.
He's always up for a scrap. He's still going strong. I gotta give the man his flowers. It's crazy. The amount of fights at welterweight he's had in the UFC is nuts.
No, it is. It's crazy.
So yeah, I had to give him his flowers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my number
Nice,
5.
dude. Nice. It's solid pick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad he made your top 5. He's a great fighter. Like you said, dude, he's got the most fights in welterweight history in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, it's insane. That's an unbelievable record to have. Okay, my number 4 is is Robbie Lawler.
Yes, there it is.
This man was always gonna be in the top 5, dude. Always gonna be in the top 5. Fan favorite, obviously. His legendary wars against Rory McDonald and Carlos Condit. My word, if you guys haven't watched those 3 fights, please do yourself a favor. If you're an MMA fan, you've just recently got into the sport, go and give those a watch because they are unbelievable. They are so good. So
Yeah. And he defended the belt several times as well.
Yeah, so he defended it, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
No, he defended it twice. He defended it twice.
Oh, it was twice. Okay. Yeah. No, Robbie Lawler's. Yeah, like you said, that fight with Rory and that's one of the greatest fights in UFC history. In combat sports history. It's mad. That fight should be in every fighting Hall of Fame. I'm glad Robbie Lawler made your list. Okay, my number 4. He was an underdog that like everybody was kind of overlooking. No one was giving him his props. The man went on a tear. Still no title shot from the UFC. Gets his title fight against someone that he had lost to previously. I don't want to give it away now. I was about to give it away. Anyway, if this happened in a movie, we would have all been like, oh, please, that's only in a movie this could happen. That's so unrealistic. And that is Leon Rocky Edwards. Dude, I was in this man's corner, rooting for him, shouting for him. We're going to talk about him later, but literally like GSP getting on his knees going, Dana, please give me the title shot. I'm so sorry. I want to do this again. I felt like Leon Edwards should have done that or was on the board of doing that because I don't know what else the guy had to do to get a title shot. Finally got it, beat Kamaru Usman, defended it against him, defended it against Colby Covington, and then just had a bad at the office recently against Bilal, but he's fighting again soon against Carlos Prates, so I am hoping he wins. It's going to be very tough.
That's going to be a very tough. That's a tough matchup, dude. That's a very tough matchup there. Sure. Okay.
Yes. That's going to be tough.
Yeah. Okay, D. All right.
Don't tell me he's number 3.
No, he's not.
If he's your number 3.
He's not number 3, no, dude. I would never do that. No. My number 3 is Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian nightmare.
Nice.
Look, yes, number 3 and number 2 are close to each other. Because, I mean, you got to put some respect on Kamaru Usman's name. I mean, He's
Yeah,
got
longest win streak.
he's got one of the longest win streaks, 15 straight fights. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, the Ikes that he was beating was ridiculous. Woodley, Masvidal twice, Colby Covington, Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards as well. Obviously, let's not forget that fight against Leon Edwards, when Edwards actually won, spoiler alert, sorry guys, but he was literally dominating that fight for 24 minutes. And in the last minute, he gets sent. So,
yeah,
but in saying that, 5 title defenses, enough said. This man has to be there. So,
yeah. Yeah, I know. And I mean, the win streak, bro, 15 is mad.
it's crazy. Most fighters don't
It's
even make
mad.
it to 15 fights in the UFC. Never mind defend
Yes.
going on an undefeated streak like that.
Yeah, 15. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, Kamaru is also my number 3. So dominant. I'm happy you mentioned Woodley because there was a time where I thought Woodley was going to go unbeaten. The run that he was on, I felt like this guy's going to have a title for years. No one's beating Woodley.
Well, I mean, what he did to
Um,
Robbie, jeez, dude, that was mad, crazy.
was
I
rough.
remember,
That was rough,
yeah,
yeah.
that was hectic. Yes,
So for Kamaru to come in and do that and then dominate for all those years, and then we obviously had the 3 African Kings era. Kamaru's a welterweight legend. He's just below the top 2, just below the top 2.
agreed, mate.
But he's definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
No, well, he's definitely on Mount
You,
Rushmore with that division and stuff.
yes, yeah, you can't say welterweight in the UFC without bringing up Kamaru Usman. So, yeah, it was awesome watching his reign because obviously, like, of how dominant he was, his fights were exciting, but also what an example. He was a great champion,
Yes.
and I wish him the best for the rest of his career. And yeah,
Look,
I wish the man the
I
best.
do think it's time for him to hang up the gloves because the
Yeah,
talent that is coming through on that division is insane. It is absolutely insane.
yeah, it's new death
Yeah,
row.
it's the
Yeah,
new,
it's
exactly. You said it perfectly. Okay, so Usman was your
yeah,
number 3 as well.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, dude. Listen, okay. Now this is where the violence is going to begin.
Hey, puppy.
So look, I'm not going to say too much about him because I want you to say a lot about him because I know he's
Yeah,
your
that's
boy. I
fair.
know he's your boy.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
my number 2 is Matthews. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. My number 2 is Matthews.
Okay, no, but you can talk about him. Like, I'm not just gonna speak about him.
No,
But
look,
what do you want to say
but
about him?
listen, I know you're a massive fan of his. I know, dude, he's probably your favorite fighter, if I'm not
Love him.
mistaken, dude.
He's probably top 3 favorite all time. Yes,
Yeah.
I love Matthews.
So I mean,
Love him.
Matthews is an absolute legend. 7 title defenses. I mean, that is ridiculous. Wins over BJ Penn. Yeah. GSP.
And GSP.
We're gonna let that go, eh? Hoist Gracie, Sean Shirk, Frank Tig. Yeah, listen, he was unbelievable. He's one of the, I've always said it, he's one of the pioneers of that division. So yeah, I'll leave the rest to you because he's your boyki.
Of the of the
Of
sport
the
as
sport,
well.
yes, yeah,
Honestly,
of the sport, yeah.
yeah.
But there's levels.
Yeah.
There's levels, and I'm gonna get to that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So my number 2.
No F bombs, eh?
Bro, my number 2 is genuinely like, and you know this, I'm not trolling. When you got me into the UFC, I really struggled watching GSP.
I know you did.
I really did. I really did. And I know I'm gonna take some blame for that because that was ignorance. I wasn't educated enough in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. So a lot of the time I'd be like, oh, this is boring. But now that I watch GSP's fights, and again, this is not to sound like a casual, because one of my favorite fighters, Israel Adesanya, has not finished a lot of his fights. So I can't use that like as an excuse.
Yeah.
But GSP did not finish a lot of his fights. And I honestly feel like he would just lie on top of people for 25 minutes. Just being, and you know this, I'm not being a troll. This has been my issue with GSP like from day one, where what makes my number one on top of him is I feel like Matt was way more aggressive on the ground. Look, Matt is a natural wrestler. GSP is definitely more well-rounded. I will give GSP that for sure. Have to be honest.
Yeah.
Matt is a wrestler who had to work on his stand-up, whereas GSP is definitely an all-rounder. For sure, he's a full-on mixed martial artist. I have to give him that. But I feel like his ground game, it's so weird to say it was dominant, but at the same time, not nearly as effective as I feel like Matt Hughes was. That being said, you can't take anything away from GSP. Most title defenses at welterweight.
Okay.
His reign felt like it was never going to end. He just dominated and dominated and dominated. And I know you talk about this a lot. I would have loved to have seen him fight, who I think I'll save you to say that. I feel like that was definitely the next step for him to do.
Dude, you can say it.
To move
you
up.
can say it. Go for it.
Yeah, because, and this is all credit to Mark. He's been saying this literally since I met him. He wanted GSP to fight Anderson Silva, and I think the UFC really stuffed up because that question now will never be answered, and it should have been.
Yeah.
That would have been an amazing fight to watch.
He would have beaten Anderson Silva, dude. He would have beaten Anderson Silva. 100% he would have beaten Anderson Silva. And you know how much I love Anderson Silva, dude.
No, I know. I'm actually quite shocked to hear that because I thought you would have said Silva.
He would have beaten Anderson Silva.
Excuse me. Apologize if that was very loud. Thank you. If they kept the fight on like standing up, does he beat Anderson Silva?
I think it's close, dude.
Sure.
I honestly think it's close.
I wasn't expecting
to
say that.
Listen, I'm gonna say it straight. So obviously, Matt Hughes is your number one. GSP is my number one. Yeah. But GSP is not just my number one in welterweight. GSP and Jones is like this, dude, for me. Okay.
Yeah.
GSP and Jones is like that for me. If I'm being very honest. Dude, GSP he's the most complete fighter I've ever seen, dude. The way he used to approach fights, and how can I say this, dude? Like, dude, number one, he has got I don't think we will be alive to see somebody break that record of 9 title defenses consecutively. I don't think we'll see that. Obviously, Jones has got more.
Mad.
Jones has got more. But I will say this: the one fight that I don't think he won was against Johnny Hendricks. That's the only blemish on his record that I see. So yes, he lost to Matt Serra. That Matt Serra loss was massive. I remember at the time when that happened, that was the biggest. It still is the biggest upset in the sport by far.
Yeah, Grasa and Shevchenko doesn't even touch that.
Or even
that
Julian
massive
Pena
upset.
and Amanda Nunes.
And Nunes.
That was the biggest upset, but he came back, dude. Same thing when he fought Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes demolished him in that first fight. and I'm not saying this to create banter or anything,
No, you don't. No, we
but
keep it
it's
we
but
keep it a buck.
it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dude, he is just, and also let's not forget this, he's a double champ, dude, middleweight champ as well. So for
Yeah.
me, that man's skill set was just unbelievable. But I mean, his fights.
Mm.
I mean, look at his. Okay, I know there's like also this big cloud of doubt over his fights with BJ Penn, where they accused him of greasing up. Okay, that's fair, 100%. But look how dominant he was against like Dan Hardy, Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz. Um, dude, this like for me, even Josh Koscheck, Jake Shields, all those oaks, but he was just what I loved about him was his mentality of going into a fight and whatever the guy that was opposite him good at, he would try to match it. And that it's
Mm.
mental, dude. It's mental. So yeah, listen, for me, he's not like I said, he's not just my favorite welterweight of all time. He is, like I said, it's between him and Jones that those two are just way above the rest and mighty mas. So yeah,
Mm. No, that's completely fair enough. I think if we have to do like best all-rounded fighters, GSP and Jones are probably the two
yeah,
names that we'd have to fight. Whether who's number one.
100%, dude. And also, let's not forget, but the man is an incredible role model outside of the cage. Look how he carries himself
Yeah,
and stuff. So not like I said
yeah, no, for
previously,
sure.
not playing that game, but let me
Yeah,
put it like this. One day, when I have kids and they want to get into martial arts, he's the first person I'll show because
mm.
he
Yeah,
lived that lifestyle of a martial art,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, Oak was bullied.
No,
The guy
for
was
sure.
bullied at school. His day job used to be picking up rubbish at the back of those vans. They go and collect rubbish bags and stuff. It's unbelievable. That Oak story is unbelievable.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, for
So
sure.
my number
I could
one
say the same
is
about that.
George St. Pierre.
Yeah, no, that's very well said, bro. Yeah, just to sort of say, like with Matt Hughes, he came into the sport when it was still really
Hmm.
young. You had guys in heavier weight classes. The heavier weight classes were your superstars. Where your superstars were Royce Gracie, Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell, Mark Coleman, all these earlier guys that were, becoming the faces of the sport. And honestly, dude, when you go back, Mark knows I'm busy like rewatching from UFC 1. Um, when you go back and you see like the superstardom, Matt Hughes just blew that door
He
wide
did, dude.
open, and he
He
was
did.
like,
I agree with you,
"I'm
100%.
here. I'm the dog in this cage. Go piss somewhere else." But he did it with so much humility. That's another Sanya quote, but I mean it's so valid for Matt Hughes. We'll get to middleweight next week, but where we're gonna fight
Yeah,
again.
that's true.
But
That's true.
Matt Hughes just, yeah, dude, he really came in through the gate so dominant. I mean, bro, you go watch like Randy, and you're like, no one's beating this guy. He's so dominant. Like this guy is the UFC. And Matt was just like, hold my beer. And dude, super dominant. Finished a lot of his fights. I mean, his MMA record is disgusting. It's 45 wins. I think it's 45 and 9. Let me just double check that
Incredible.
quickly.
Incredible record.
I mean, it's a mad record, dude. Like 45 fights alone is disgusting. Yeah, his record is 45 and 9,
Yep.
and he finished 35 of them. So it's crazy. I was gonna troll you and say that GSP like put a lot of food on judges' plates because they had to end up actually like scoring the fights, most of them. But I'm not going to do that because, all jokes aside, I'm going to give GSP his props. And then, with Matt Hughes, dude, it's the dominance. He was a wrestler who then had to learn grappling. I will concede that GSP is definitely a more well-rounded fighter, but I just feel that Matt Hughes was a more dominant one. And on a side note, like you said, GSP carries himself outside the cage. This didn't influence my decision at all. But why I love Matt Hughes as a person as well is just how outspoken he is about his faith, even to this day. For people who don't know, he suffered a mild stroke, but he's okay. He's actually still doing like seminars and wrestling courses and stuff. He's not 100%. He has like quite a few things to battle with from the stroke, but I mean he's still mobile. He can still work out. But it's impaired his speech and his movements a little bit. But thank God that he's okay.
Yeah.
And just how he always used to wear that army of one, and it would have
that's right.
a Bible verse
That's right.
on it.
That's right.
And just the people's champion, always humble, always going like, it was a great victory. I'm happy with whoever they give me next. And I will say with him and GSP, we should probably say this for a segment, but they probably have my favorite UFC rivalries. Favorites in the sense of the sportsmanship was beautiful. I mean,
Agreed.
The end of that second fight where GSP goes to him and they hug him, like Matt it literally looks for a second that Matt's about to hit him, and he literally just grabs GSP and he hugs him. And then they're just thanking each other. GSP saying like, I'll give you the rematch. And then also what's my favorite rivalry is, dude, all the fights ended, they were all finished. Not one went to decision.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool to have a trilogy of fights that were not decided by judges.
One of the best.
It's
one
so
of the
cool.
best trilogies in fighting history, dude, in the UFC, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So this ended a lot more wholesome than I thought, because we obviously love to troll each other about this. But when it comes to be real, we got to give the guys their props. We have to give the guys their flowers. GSP is phenomenal. I just prefer Matt Hughes.
100%. 100%. Listen, those two are world class. They are absolutely, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. Okay. Do you want to recap your top five?
Yes, that was wholesome, eh? I'm actually surprised. I thought we'd be like dropping F-bombs by now. Well done. See, sportsmanship.
100%.
We're representing the people.
I'm impressed by your performance.
They showed sportsmanship. That was class. Okay, my number 5, and again, I could look at this top 5 tomorrow and be like, what the hell was I thinking? How's this person not there? And the welterweights stacked. But anyway, my top 5 are Neil Magny, Leon Rocky Edwards, Kamaru Usman, George St. Pierre, and Matt Hughes.
Okay, mine is Carlos Condit, Robbie Lawler, Kamaru Usman, Matt Hughes, GSP. Okay, moving on.
Yes, it's a solid top 5.
No, but so is yours, dude. Okay, moving on.
It's class.
So, obviously, this coming weekend we have got UFC 320. Okay, Ankalaev versus Pereira 2. Whew. Okay, we're just gonna touch briefly. Look, I'm looking at that main card. There's 3 fights there that stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, so obviously I don't wanna brush aside like the other guys. I really don't. Josh Emmett is fighting, which is always a good fight. But
it's always a good fight, and Yusuf Salal will be a good test for him because that guy's up and coming.
Yeah, he's up and coming and stuff.
And we got Joe Pfeiffer to open up the card. He's always entertaining.
Yeah, he's always entertaining. But the one that stands out there, well, the 3 that stand out there,
dude,
is a Khalil Rountree.
These 3 are mad.
And Jan, I can't say his name today.
Yuri Prohaska.
Thank you, Yuri Prohaska. That is going to be crazy. That's not going to go past the 3rd round. Well, 3rd round. It is a 3-round fight, Mark. Come on. that will not go past 2 rounds. That will not go past 2 rounds.
Dude, but it should be 5 rounds though. Okay, just to give you guys context, because you might have no idea who we're talking about. These last 3 fights, they should all be headlining a pay-per-view. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dude. Yuri Prohaska and Roundtree should be headlining
It should.
a pay-per-view.
It should.
That's how stacked. So we're just to give you guys context.
Yeah.
That's how stacked this card is. The last 3 fights are disgusting.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Disgusting.
So then, also on that same card, this is gonna hurt me.
Puppy. Oh, this is gonna be mad, dude.
This is gonna hurt me. Yeah.
It's gonna be mad.
Listen,
it might not.
If he, you know what, I have faith. If Matt Serra can beat GSP, then Sanhagen can beat Marab. But I don't see it happening.
Facts.
I don't see it happening. I'm a big Sanhagen fan. From day one. What a fighter he is.
Yeah, you've been a day one of his. Yeah.
But let's see. Let's see what happens there. Look, Marab is just on another level there. He's an absolute demon, that oak. He's an absolute demon.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Maybe something will happen. Who knows? That's the beauty of the sport. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, obviously...
Yeah, for context, sorry, just to say quickly, for people who have been listening or haven't been, we ranked our best bantamweights, which would be now 3 weeks ago. We spoke about Marab a lot in that episode. So please go back and check that out. But yeah, we were just speaking about GSP and Matt, people who dominated their division. Dude, Marab beat a GSP record we thought would never be broken. And that's most takedowns.
What was it, 93 takedowns or something like that over his career?
Something like that. Yeah. And he's already broken it, so...
It's crazy.
I mean, he's going to take down Corey at least 12 times in this fight, so...
No, bud. Maybe Corey
and that's not disrespect.
Maybe Corey lands a little knee there that no one suspects.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
it'll be Corey's second shot at the gold. He obviously lost to Sterling all those years ago. Rear naked choke in the first round. But yeah, Sanhagen is Sanhagen. Guys, just go watch his highlight reel. It's his highlight reels, should I say? It's quite something. And then obviously the biggest one there of that, the headline is Pereira and Ankalaev. I hope Pereira wins. Please, Pereira win. Just give him a shama left hook. Thank you for coming.
Facts. First round even, so we can go to bed early.
Because otherwise we're going to be having toothpicks to open our eyes like in, what's that movie? Orange Clockwork or whatever.
Clockwork Orange, yeah.
So, yeah.
Clockwork Orange, yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. If you are Alex's coach, what do you say to him for this fight after the first one? Because that first one was a shocker.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched that together and we were like, what the hell is going on?
That was not Pereira's best performance, but that was, I don't know what.
No.
But
it was his worst performance.
It was his worst performance, but dude, as much as me and you don't like Ankalaev, we have to give that man his flowers, dude. He is class, dude. He is class, dude.
No, he's good.
His striking is good, dude.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah. He's a decent fighter, dude. He is a decent fighter.
Bro, but you know, we always say this, like, there's a difference between somebody winning a fight and somebody losing the fight. Bro, Pereira lost that fight.
No, he did, dude.
I refuse to say Ankalaev won that fight. Pereira, and look, the coach has been very honest. Alex has been honest, and I appreciate the honesty. It was a bad day at the office. Everyone has an off day. I get it. And it's very valid. Like, his coach asked an honest question and he says to interviewers, you know, do you never have a bad day at the office? Do you never have an off day? That's valid. We see it in football almost every weekend. Somebody has an off day. It's completely valid.
Well, Tete had an off day last week. But we'll get into that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Alex, I think Alex has to have his best performance in the UFC this weekend. He has to
Yeah.
have his best performance.
For him to win it, he has to do. But let me ask you
It
this,
will
but
have to be
what
his best
happens
performance.
what happens if Pereira wins? What then?
He moves up. You know that's what I want. I know we're divided on this.
Oh,
He moves up. Bro, he's 37, he's got to do it
no,
now. He
dude,
moves up.
listen.
Bro, he walks around at like 220, 240.
Yeah.
He's heavy.
No, he's a big boy,
He
dude.
looks slim, but the man is heavy.
Puts on a lot of pounds over, well, obviously when they rehydrate and stuff. We know this.
Yeah.
Um, but I
So
don't
for
know.
me, I want him to move up.
Because I'll
Go
be
triple
honest,
champion,
I'll be honest,
do it.
I don't, if he beats Ankalaev and moves up, I don't like that matchup with him and Espinal. I don't.
No, I do though.
Yeah.
This is where we're divided, and I get why you don't. So I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just that I want it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, look,
So for people listening,
hopefully
I don't
Pereira.
disagree with Mark. I just want it.
Yeah. No, listen, I would also want it. Jeez, but
Yeah,
imagine, if so just to give context, guys, if Pereira was to beat Ankalaev, move up to heavyweight, and if he was to beat either Tom Aspinall or Cyril Gane, he's the first triple champion in UFC history. We will never see something like it again. The only person that's remotely close that's active at the moment is Ilia Topuria. That is the only guy.
yeah,
And I mean,
yeah,
Alex had such a good run last year. We had this discussion in private. We obviously didn't have the pod at that time, but I remember me and you saying, who do you give fight of the year to? Do you give it to Topuria, who's knocked out two of the greatest featherweights of all time, or do you give it to Alex Pereira, who won how many fights was it? 4 fights last year.
yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. So,
Yeah.
yo,
I mean, he headlined 300 on short notice. I mean, that's mad.
yeah, that was crazy, dude. That's crazy. So yeah, look, let's look, I'm excited for this weekend. Um, let's see what happens
Next weekend.
next weekend. Yeah,
Next
yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah. So this weekend we've got Olberg versus
Dominic Reyes.
Reyes.
Yeah,
It should be good for people who want to tune in and get accustomed to the sport. You're looking at a decent card.
yeah. Well,
It's a decent card. It's not a bad card.
Collis is on a win streak, if I'm not mistaken. He's done quite well. I think he's only lost
Yeah.
once in the UFC. That was, I think it was his third fight in the UFC. He got knocked out. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's a decent fighter from what everyone's been saying about
Yeah.
him. He's quite decent. I've watched him a few times and he's good. But let's see.
Yeah.
That light heavyweight division is also full of killers. It's mental, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Dude, and Neil Magny's fighting again. He fought in August.
jeez, but no, that's crazy.
He's mad. But Neil Magny's mad. He fought 3 times last year. Fought in August this year, and he's fighting again in October. Oh,
Yeah,
he's fighting again a month later.
yeah, that's crazy.
It's mad.
So yeah, guys,
Mad.
that's our preview for UFC 320. Okay, moving on to football. But I don't know. I don't know what Arteta's doing.
At least it wasn't 7-0.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't 7-0.
7-0, bro, but I don't understand that setup that he did. But how do you play three defensive mids against
Yeah.
City? But there was no. Yes,
Yeah.
I know Odegaard was injured, and then I don't know what's going on with Arsenal, but like, what's with all these injuries, bud? And it hasn't been just this era. It's since I've been an Arsenal fan most of my
It's
life.
been an Arsenal thing.
It's been an Arsenal
Yeah,
thing.
the physios at Arsenal or something.
Bro, those guys need to get fired, bro.
I don't know.
I mean, when Percy was was getting treatment for like 11 years. The one good season he has, he goes to United and he wins the league. No, sorry, what?
Yeah, no.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
me.
and honestly,
So angry.
all like trolling aside, because you're not one of them, thank God. But I'm so sick of Arsenal fans blaming the injuries because it's like
No.
you can't keep singing that song. This has been an Arsenal problem for years.
For
It's not
years, dude.
recent.
Years. So yeah,
You've said it perfectly. It's been for years.
look, I won't lie. When I was watching that game on Sunday, I was getting very frustrated. Obviously, it's very easy for me to say this because I'm not under the pressure that Arteta's under or the players under. But I'm speaking purely out of passion because that is my club. I love that club. That is my favorite club in the world. Okay, and it hurts me when they don't. Like the potential is there. They've got the squad and everything, but they just can't seem to go over. I'm hoping this season is different. But from what I saw on Sunday, should I say, I was like when City went up, I'm like, oh, here we go. This is going to be a thrashing.
Yeah, it was an early goal
I
too.
still remember sending you a message, and I'm like, yeah, I'm switching off. But I didn't switch off because I
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
said
feel,
this is going to be 7
yeah,
0.
this is going to be 7-0.
Yeah.
And look, credit to the guys. You know, they held it and everything. But I'll tell you what, bud, Donnarumma. If it wasn't for Donnarumma, bud, we would have smacked City. I honestly think if it was not for Donnarumma, we would have smacked City. Not like bad,
Yeah, City
not
went.
like five, not like it was in that previous game when we played them at home. But I honestly think Arsenal would have won that game. Donnarumma was unbelievable. He was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
City went to sleep that second half.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Um,
Look, I was
City,
happy for Martinelli to get his, to see him score a goal, get his confidence up.
yeah, he needed it. Yeah,
He did, but
he
yeah,
definitely needed it.
let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I still think the title for, I still think the battle of the title is going to be between. It's definitely you guys. I don't know about us. I don't know if we got the longevity just with all these injuries and stuff. I mean, Madiweke is out now for 2 months, ACL. That's a big case. Saka's back, but yeah. And I mean, we've got
yeah,
Newcastle.
but he'll be injured in 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Saka's
He's
always
always injured.
injured.
He's always injured, but and I mean, we've got Newcastle this weekend. That's going to be a tough game. You guys have got a tough one, which is Crystal Palace.
We've got Palace, bro. Yeah, we've got Palace. Yeah,
They're a problem this season. They are a problem this season.
yeah. No, they're gonna take points off of people, bro. Palace are not playing.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see.
Um, there's no easy games in the Prem.
Mm-mm.
Unless you're Wolves, I mean, geez, and them losing to Leeds was shocking. That was shocking.
Oh, bad. Hey.
That was bad.
But even
That was
Forest are
really bad.
struggling. Villa are struggling.
Yeah, I'm glad Forest are struggling. Screw them, because what they did to Nuno, they can get flipping relegated now.
Agreed. But remember,
Flipping suck.
what's his name? Old Spurs coach only won something in his second season. So let's see. Yeah.
Meh. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, football wise, bro, we'll see. 5 games in, 33 to go. It's a
It's a long way
long
to go.
season.
Long way to go.
Long way to go. Obviously, yes, I'm very happy. We've got 5 wins out of 5. But the wins are not, we're not being dominant. We're not being Matt Hughes. We're being GSP. I'm joking. We're not being dominant.
Choosing
We
violence.
definitely need to. Yeah. Yeah, look, obviously I'll take the win, bro. I mean, I keep saying it. Leagues are won by teams that even on an off day, so like it's on my Pereira, even on an off day, you've got to find the 3 points.
100%.
That's what wins you leagues.
100%.
So
So yeah.
people think you win a league because you were class all season. No,
No.
then you don't know football.
It's let's see what happens. It'll be interesting. But yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, look, City have got Burnley, which is tomorrow. United have got Brentford. Obviously, you guys in Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Brighton. That should be a good one.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
a good game.
And then I'm hoping Wolves beat Spurs. Yeah. And yeah, that's a tough ask. That is a tough ask. And then yeah, Newcastle and Arsenal on the weekend. That's a tough game for Arsenal. Jeez, that's a tough game for them. But yeah, let's see what
No, it is.
happens. But yeah,
Fulham will also be good.
yes,
I'm
that will
keen
be
for
good.
that one.
That will be good. That will be good.
Yeah. Just before we wrap up, for people who go and watch one battle after another, I know because I know I shouldn't bring this up on the pod. We spoke about it personally. For people who don't know, just wanted to say one battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson did film it in VistaVision. Not to get too technical, we left that for the cinematography episode last week. You can go and listen there. So I'm going to be a bit cheeky and say you can go listen to that episode. But just to say that it was filmed to be seen in IMAX. And he's definitely a filmmaker that makes movies to be seen on the big screen. So go check it out. And if you enjoy it, let us know. We'll do I'm sure we'll do like a reaction to it because we would have seen it by the next time we record.
Next time we record, yes, yeah, that's right.
And then next week we will keep our review and stuff a secret and our topic a secret, as you know.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
So
guys, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Give us some comments there and some likes and subscribes. We greatly appreciate it. And for myself, Dino, God bless you guys and have an awesome week. Until next time. Cheers.
God bless, guys. Take care. Peace.
Bye.